All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down something that can feel super complicated, how to handle a Missouri expungement all on your own. If you're looking for a fresh start, think of this as your personal step-by-step guide. So let's get this quest started.
First things first, the most important piece of this whole puzzle is your mindset. You really got to take this quote to heart. This isn't about just filling out one form and calling it a day. Nope. To get this right, you have to see it as a journey, a chain of very specific steps that have to be done in the right order. You miss one link, and believe me, the whole thing can fall apart.
So what's the end goal here? What are we actually trying to do? It's so important to understand what expungement really means in Missouri. Under the Maine state law, it doesn't mean your record gets shredded and disappears forever. The real goal is to get it sealed or closed off from the public. That's our destination.
Okay, let's call this our clean slate quest. This whole journey really breaks down into 5 key phases. First, you've got to locate all your records. Second, you file your petition and you have to do it correctly. Third, you notify all the right government agencies. Fourth, you go to a hearing if you need one. And finally, number 5, the step that so many people miss. You have to verify that your record is actually closed.
Every good quest needs a map, right? Well, this first phase is all about that, gathering your tools and mapping out the facts of your case. This is all prep work. We need to dig up every piece of essential information before we even think about filling out a single form or walking into that courthouse.
Here it is, your minimum facts checklist. You absolutely have to have these 5 pieces of information to get a clear picture of your case. And hey, here's a little pro tip. See that note about the case number? If you find duplicates, the guide says you want to use the one ending in -01. Seriously, that little detail can save you a massive headache later on.
Okay, listen up because this is a huge trap a lot of people fall into. You search your case online, it says file not found, and you think, yes, I'm in the clear. Wrong. The guide is crystal clear on this. Not found does not mean the record is gone. Your next move is to pick up the phone and call the court clerk or go get a fingerprint-based report. Whatever you do, do not stop at that online search.
So you've gathered up all your facts. Now what? Who actually needs to know you're doing this? This is where we get to something called the respondent map. So you can't just tell the court. You have to officially notify or serve a whole list of different government agencies that have a copy of your record.
And here is that respondent map. Just look at how many places your record can be hiding out. You've got the Highway Patrol, Department of Corrections, the DMV for traffic stuff, and of course the police and the prosecutor. And check out that special note for Kansas City. You have to serve the Board of Police Commissioners, not KCPD directly. Little details like that, they're everything in this process.
All right, map in one hand, facts in the other. We are ready for the main event. Filing the actual petition. This part is all about taking action, how to do it the right way, and just as important, how to protect your personal info while you're at it.
So, you've got to notify everyone on your map, and you've got options. As you can see, first-class mail is definitely cheaper, but it's also riskier, since there's no signature to prove they got it. Certified mail costs more, but that little green return receipt is rock-solid proof. And here's the bottom line. If an agency doesn't get properly served, the expungement order doesn't apply to them. It's that simple.
Now, this next part is a big deal in our digital world. The moment you file this petition, it can become a public document that anyone with an internet connection can look up. That means you have to be really careful about protecting your sensitive info, like your date of birth, social security number, or home address. The way you do that is a process called redaction. Hey, pay very close attention to this. This is a huge warning from the guide. Do not, I repeat, do not just grab a black marker and scribble over your info. A lot of times people can still figure out what's underneath. You have to use proper redaction tools to make sure that data is really, truly gone for good from the public version.
So how do you do it the right way? Well, you use this form, the FI-35. Think of it as a secret note to the court. You file it, and it confidentially tells the judge what information you blocked out from the public copy. That way, they have all the facts, but the public only sees the safe, redacted version. It's the official way to protect your data.
Let's talk money for a second. It's good to know what you're getting into. The guide estimates that the average total cost is going to be somewhere around $165. That'll cover your local filing fees, which are different from county to county, plus the cost of mailing everything out to all those respondents on your map. It's a good ballpark number to have in your head.
But what if that cost is a real barrier for you? Don't worry. There's a path forward. The court system lets you file a special motion. It's called a motion to proceed as a poor person. And in it, you ask the judge to waive the filing fees. So please, don't let the cost stop you from at least looking into this.
All right, it's filing day. This checklist right here is your secret weapon for a smooth trip to the clerk's office. You're going to need your redacted petition, your service instructions for everybody, that fee waiver application if you're using it, your confidential FI-35 sheets, and of course, some way to pay. Be prepared, and it'll be a breeze.
Turning in all that paperwork feels like you just crossed the finish line, but trust me, the race isn't over yet. This next phase is all about the follow-through, and it's absolutely crucial. We need to track the case, make sure everyone got served, and get ready for a possible hearing.
Here is a pro tip that could literally save your case. Go to the Missouri Court's website and find the Track This Case feature. You just pop in your email or phone number, and boom, the system will automatically let you know if a hearing gets scheduled or if someone files an objection. Think of it as your personal watchdog. Use it.
Now, about that hearing, does one just magically appear on the calendar? Well, not always. In some counties, yeah, the court will set one for you automatically. But in a lot of others, the ball is in your court. It's up to you to be proactive and actually request a hearing date. And this lays out exactly how you do it. Step 1, and this is super important, you have to wait 30 days after the very last person on your list was served. That gives them their legal window to respond. Once that 30-day clock runs out, if there's no hearing on the schedule, then it's time for step 2. Call the clerk. They'll tell you what to do next, which might mean filing a formal request. If a hearing does get scheduled, you've got to prepare. This isn't just about what you know, it's about showing respect for the court. Dress nicely, get there early. If it's on a computer, test your internet and your camera. Be ready to explain why you're asking for this and what's different about your life now. And hey, if the judge says yes, do not walk out of there without asking for a copy of that signed order. You're going to need it.
We have made it to the final, and honestly, the most overlooked part of our whole quest. You got the judge's order? You're done, right? Not yet. This last step, verification, is where you make 100% sure that your slate is actually clean and all those agencies did what they were supposed to do. So here's your verification checklist. First, you gotta wait again. Give the agencies 30 days to actually process the order. Then you start checking. Go online and search for your case. It should either be gone or say it's closed. Call the clerk's office just to be sure. And if you want the ultimate gold standard confirmation, you can order a brand new name report from the Highway Patrol to see with your own 2 eyes that the offense is gone.
And that brings us right back around to where we started. Remember that warning about not found online? We end with that same critical piece of advice. This whole quest is about being diligent. So if you take one thing away, let it be this. Follow every single step, from gathering your facts to filing correctly, but do not stop until you have personally verified that your record is closed. That is the only way you'll know for sure that you've truly earned that clean slate.